Our game comes to you from the largest city in North Carolina, Charlotte. The field is damp and rain is in the forecast for tonight's game as the Saints get set to take on the Panthers. And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss. Both teams have taken the field and we're ready for tonight's kickoff. Berger is just about ready to kick this one away.
Williams back deep to return.
From the 2. Williams takes this one back to the 23-yard line. John, the forecast calls for rain throughout the game, so I'm sure we're going to see a lot of turnovers today.
I was watching both of these teams during warm-ups, and I saw guys slipping and sliding all over the place. It's not going to be easy for the offense, that's for sure.
The Saints come out in a nickel package. Hand it off. Fincher is there for the tackle at the 27.
This defense might work.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Nickelback in this time. Hand off to the tailback. Smith brings him down at the 32-yard line.
A tough running game will make your passing attack even more effective.
Gain of a handful. The Saints with a 4-man front. Hands it off to the back. Simmons stops him at the 39-yard line. And he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. When he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to tackle him.
The Saints line up in a 4-3.
Silver, 36.
They give it to the halfback. It's on the ground. The Panthers. The offense recovers its own fumble.
By the offense.
A smart coach would call this play.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Hand off to the tailback. Great fake on the run. And it appears they might have gotten him for grounding.
On the offense, number 17.
They do call him for grounding the ball, and that'll cost them.
If the quarterback is outside the tight end area, he can throw the ball away, as long as the ball gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The Saints come out in a dime package. Going long to the left. Interception. Marker down in the backfield might be a holding call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 66. Automatic first down.
Is roughing the passer, and that's a good call.
The referee's job in the backfield is to protect that quarterback. If he sees a late hit, he's going to throw the flag every time.
Ball on their own 45.
45-yard line.
Nickelback in this time. Mangum moves in motion. They give it to the halfback. Thomas is there on the stop at the 43.
This play might work.
On the play. 2nd and 12. Ball on the 43-yard line.
New Orleans lines up in a 4-3. With a counter play. Loose ball. The Panthers recover. They lose the ball in the backfield, but manage to recover.
That was a great play to swallow up the ball carrier and put a big hit on him like that.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
The Saints come out in a dime package. Rolling out to his right. Hit as he throws.
When you talk about ball control and time of possession, that's not what you want to see.
Baker comes into the game for the punt. Bush lines up deep for the punt return. And he chooses not to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 22-yard line.
Ball on their own 22.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Carolina comes out in a 4-3. Dropping back to pass on first down. Off his back foot. He hits his receiver. Midfield. Lucas is there on the stop. John didn't have enough time to set his feet.
But he still got away a pretty good throw. He's one of those guys who really doesn't lose a lot on his throws when they force him to move around in the pocket. He's always in pretty good throwing position, even on throws off his back foot like that.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. Minter is the guy who's there to bring him down. And a flag down on that play. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. Number 30. Automatic first
He
down.
yanked his helmet, and it cost him.
With his helmet on sideways like that, I bet he thought his whole head had just been readjusted on his neck.
And that penalty could be very costly as it moves the offense into scoring range. Carolina goes with a 4-man front. Going to the air on first down. For the end zone. Gets his hand up. Looking for the touchdown on first down, but couldn't get it to his target.
On the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
He receives the handoff. They'll go with the play fake. Touchdown, Saints.
This is a good play by the offense in the red zone. The wide receiver is going to break away right here and come up with a catch and the touchdown.
The extra point attempt is good. Great job moving the ball down the field for a touchdown on their first possession.
I really like the way these guys came right out after you on offense. They made the right calls, executed properly, and put that one right in the end zone.
This one is fielded by Williams.
They don't want to fall out of contention early, so they'll be looking to put together some kind of scoring drive on this possession.
1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Going to the air on first down. With the pass, jumps up and comes down with it. The 40, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Carolina.
I'll tell you, this is nice work by both the quarterback and the receiver in this play. Watch it here. He reads the coverage, looks for the best option, and then throws it to him.
The point after is good. And so they score the touchdown in just one play, and what a huge play.
Anytime you score a touchdown on the first play of the drive, either you did something incredibly right or the defense did something incredibly wrong.
Carolina
Baker
is
in to
lined
kick
up
this
with
one
the
off.
kickoff. Thomas back deep to return.
From the 14. Straight. The Panthers grab the live ball. Trying to get something started, he ends up turning it over on the kickoff.
And the thing is, they've got their wedge busters down there, and everyone else is flying down the field trying to make a play. And somebody ends up putting a big hit on that return man.
With a counter play. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. Big tackle there for a loss and great pursuit there, John.
You can say that again. He knows how to prepare, and it really pays off when you make stops like that.
Williams lines up in a 4-3. Gives the ball off. Thomas comes up to make the play. At the 25-yard line, he tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your offensive line is eaten up like that, you got to try and get to the outside. But they wouldn't let him get away.
Williams comes out in a dime package. Dropping back. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Bellamy is the guy who's there to bring him down.
This is a good play for 3rd and long. When you get that kind of execution from your offense in a situation like that, you're doing something right. This defense looks good.
Delhomme with a man in motion. With a counter play. Anthony Simmons has been around the ball all day and records his 4th tackle. Boston takes it up the middle for a yard or 2. They need 10 for a score. Only one man back. Gets the pass off. This pass is incomplete. Johnson was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
3rd and 9. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Dropping back, throwing. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
Loss of 2 on the play.
This is a good special teams play.
Here we go. This will take the lead. Leonard kicks it through.
Not every drive is going to get you a touchdown, so getting 3 was big. Now they got to go over what worked and what didn't, so the next drive will get him a TD.
Baker will be kicking off. From the 13. Thomas finds some open area on the return and brings it back to the 46. Ball on their own 46. Carolina comes out in their nickel package. With a counter play, Davis is there for the tackle at the 45.
1-yard loss.
No gain on that play as the linebacker slipped in almost unnoticed.
Yeah, he did a great job getting in there. He was looking for the run before they even snapped the ball.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and the score is 10-7. Panthers.
10, the Saints, 7.
And we're ready to start the second quarter.
2nd and 11. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Only one man back. Looking for room. They're going to spot this one at the 45-yard line. Gallup takes it up the middle for a yard or 2. Ball on their own 45.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
They come out in a dime package. Play action. Going long. He goes up and grabs it.
Drew Brees is one of those guys who plays with a little chip on his shoulder.
1st and 10.
So after that nice catch and run, here's a look at his stats. Carolina lines up in a 4-3. Brings it down looking to run. Minter is there for the tackle at the 22-yard line.
Watch. Now, the key to this first down was the fact that the defense lost containment on the quarterback. He's out there running around, and that time it got him a first down.
Pressure, going long. Jumping, and he stopped at the 4. And that's now 3 tackles for him in this game.
On the play.
They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working.
The last time they were inside the 20, they got a touchdown out of it. Williams pulls him down.
McAllister on the
First and goal, they can't get into the end zone.
On the play.
It's second and goal at the 2-yard line. Looking for the goal line. Peppers is there for the tackle at the 1-yard line. Nothing dazzling there as they call the same running play twice in a row.
On the 1-yard line.
Gives the ball off. Play action. Pressure coming. And they're in. Touchdown. The defense wasn't quick enough reacting to the quarterback, and so he takes it into the end zone.
And that's exactly the kind of thing that can happen when you're trying to go with man coverage down near the goal line. The defensive backs are all running after the receiver, and if the pressure doesn't get to the quarterback, he's going to make the play himself, and that's what happened.
Carney comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
Hey, as an offensive coach in this league, you're always making adjustments, and hopefully you can get the defense on its heels and get it in there for the touchdown. Good job by these guys.
Berger comes in to kick off.
Williams back to return.
From the 3-yard line. The offense ready to go again after their last possession resulted in a field goal. Ball on their own 20.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Orleans lines up in a 4-3. Throws it. Ooh, nearly picked off. Fincher had his hands on it.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. That's a break for the offense.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Only one man back. Mangum, the man in motion. Blitz is coming. With the pass. Batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete pass.
Nice play to knock it down at the line.
And the passer not only needs the guy open, he also needs a lane to throw it in. Big defensive lineman took it away that time.
They come out in a dime package. Stallone with a man in motion. It's a blitz. Throwing. And he drops the pass.
Good defense and 3-and-out series are the way to keep your defense fresh and rested.
So 3-and-out, and they'll line up to punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 37-yard line.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Hand it off. Peppers makes the tackle at the 39.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
There's 3 minutes left in the
Ball
half.
on the 39-yard line.
Carolina goes with a 4-man front. Fullback handoff. Rucker comes up to make the
On
play.
the run.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
Gain of about a yard.
3rd and 6. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. Gets the pass off. Almost intercepted.
Incomplete pass.
Was his intended target.
The intended
And
receiver
there on the
on the
cover.
play.
And rather than punt, they're going to let the offense have a shot at this 4th down. Still behind. He has it. Big pop that time.
Watch how they get it done when the pressure's on. It's 4th down. They just call a great play, and he puts the ball right where it needs to be to pick up that 1st down.
To carry it. This one will be spotted at the 38-yard line. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
It was a great run. He saw his blockers create some room for him, and he accelerated right through the hole.
The Panthers line up in the quarter defense. Long throw. He's got it. Mentor is there on the stop. At the 3.
A few years ago, I watched Drew Brees, and I thought he was pretty good. He was a pretty good player. Then he had a bad year. He didn't really start off good. Then something clicked. Some light went on somewhere, and he's become a guy who can make some plays for you.
Can he get there? Rolling right. Look to the end zone. Dives. Touchdown.
And here's what happened. The one thing that makes this play work is a fake to the back. And then with that, it gets a receiver that half step he needs to make the catch.
The extra point attempt is good.
They did everything they had to on that one. And the end result is a trip across the goal line and a TD on the board.
Berger in to kick this one off.
Williams back deep to return.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 7-yard line.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
Ball on their own 28.
Start the drive at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Saints come out in a 4-3. Pass play here on 1st down. Throws it. Goes up. Makes the catch. Smith comes up to make this play. At the 49.
Here's a no-huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
Under pressure. Gets the pass off. Almost picked off.
What the defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback's eyes. They're pulling. They're in position so that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
With the pass. This pass is incomplete. Felt the pressure and got rid of the ball.
That's what the defense has been talking about. Make this guy throw it before he's ready. It's just that little split second early that can cause an incomplete pass or even an interception.
DeLone using split pass. Here they come. Incomplete.
When you let the defense get into your backfield that quickly, bad things are going to happen to you.
Bush is back to receive this kick. They'll stop this one where it went out.
One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
1st and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Carolina using 3 linebackers. Hand off to the tailback. Here's King Lucas. Stopped him for his 3rd tackle so far.
That was a lack of execution from the offense. When the plan is to take it to the outside around the corner, you need to pick up some key blocks.
It's 2nd down and a long way to go.
On the 25-yard line.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Hands it off. Refuses to go down. That draw didn't fool him as one of the linemen got in there to bring him down.
You know, their run stopper will create a lot of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th and long.
The Panthers come out of the quarter defense. Down he goes at the 25. He records his 3rd tackle of the game. So we should see the punter after they failed to convert on 3rd down. We're at the 1-minute mark. It's surprising to see them go for it here. You'd expect a punt. They give it to the halfback. Play action. Throws it. And it's complete. The 40. The receiver breaks free. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I tell you, this is nice work by both the quarterback and the receiver in this play. Watch it here. He reads the coverage, looks for the best option, and then throws it to him.
The extra point attempt is good. Another drive leads to another score, and they're really clicking now. This is going to be a very long day for this defense.
They're trying everything out there, but they can't seem to slow these guys down. The offense has a lot of work to do. Maybe it's going to be up to the defense to make some adjustments and find a way to slow this offensive unit down.
From the 5-yard line. Just about ready to get this drive started after being forced to punt on their last possession. Ball on their own 40.
Will start the drive at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
New Orleans comes out in a dime package.
Silver, 49.
Pass play here on 1st down. Throwing. White Smith takes it off. Perfect defensive score and a great individual effort by Smith.
He has a strong, accurate arm, but he can also be a little reckless with the ball, taking some risks downfield and really shouldn't. You got to do a little better reading defense. Throwing like that into his zone coverage, you're going to get into some trouble.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. Hand it off. The 40. The 30. The 20. Breaks free. The 10. And he crosses the goal line for the touchdown.
He gets a great block right here to spring him for the touchdown. I tell you, he takes the defender right out of his shoes that time.
The point after is good. And they add another touchdown to their already large lead. Completely dominant, John.
They've got some breathing room. The tendency would be for the offense to play more conservatively. But as we've seen in the past, that doesn't always work. Sometimes it lets the other team right back in the game.
Back deep to return.
Low and short, they'll set up for the return. From the 32. The last time the offense had the ball, they gave it away on an interception. Let's see what happens this time down the field.
They'll take
1st
over
and 10.
at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10.
New Orleans comes out in a 4-3. Throwing. He went up there and he got it. Bellamy comes up to make the play. Steve Smith makes a very difficult catch to secure the 1st down.
When you go up like that, coming down with it is usually not much fun, especially when you got guys nearby who are waiting to put a lick on you.
Gets rid of it. And it's intercepted. Malone picks the wrong spot to throw to. It'll be a turnover, John.
Yep, sometimes you think you can sneak one by. But then the defense makes a great play on the ball and beats your receiver to it.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. With the carry, Williams makes the play at the 7. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. The Saints ahead of the Panthers, 35-10.
We're ready to begin.
Baker is just about ready to kick this one away. Sends it sailing. From the 4. Thomas accelerates and takes it down to the 36. And as we get ready for the second half, we talked about turnovers at the beginning of the game. And sure enough, that's turned out to be a big issue today.
1st and 10.
The Panthers come out in a nickel package. Hands it off to the back. Spins it. Midfield. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Dives, touchdown.
Touchdown,
Deuce
Saints.
was there earlier and revisits the end zone with that carry. Carney comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. That's why defenses have so much trouble against this ball club. It took just one play to score.
Yeah, I've heard of a no-look pass in basketball. That was a no-look touchdown. The defense didn't see it coming.
Is lined up for the
Berger
kickoff.
comes in to kick off.
Williams back to return.
Nice distance. This one is fielded by Williams. Williams
Kickoff
takes this one back to the
21
25-yard line.
The
Ball on their own
Panthers
25.
will start the drive at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
New Orleans with 6 defensive backs. Looking for room. Kraft is there on the stop at the 25-yard line. Flags are down, and this one appears to be on the offense.
Holding on the offense. Number 82.
Seidman is going to be flagged for holding on that play.
If the defensive guys get a good jump, sometimes the only thing you can do to protect your quarterback is grab hold of somebody's jersey.
Over at the 15-yard line. First and long.
New Orleans looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. They'll pass on the first down. With the pass, drops the interception.
They were in a zone defense in perfect position to make the play. They let it get away.
Second and long. Ball on the 15-yard line.
The Panthers line up in a 5-receiver set this time. It's batted away.
When it's raining like this, you have to make sure you get the ball secured. It looked like he might have taken his eye off the ball at the last second. And that had a lot to do with him losing it.
Third and long. Ball on the 15-yard line.
DeLone using split backs. They're kind with the play. Steps up.
The safeties are pretty good coverage guys out there, and that gives them ability to blitz from the outside. A lot of time the corner will come in unblocked, really causing some problems for the offense.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. From the 50-yard line. Made some good moves, almost broke away, but he's finally down at the 25.
You've got to execute out there. There's no second chances.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Set.
It off to the back. Rucker comes up to make the play.
On the carry.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Second and 8 coming up here.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Set.
Only one man in the backfield.
Hut. Hut. Hut.
Closing in. Throws this one off balance. He hits his receiver. The 10. They're going to spot this one at the 8-yard line. The tackle is his 5th of the game. Stallworth keeps racking up yards. That catch moves him over the 150 mark. 8 is the magic number right now. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown.
Hut.
On the carry. Great fake. Throws to the end zone. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away. Tried going for the end zone on first down, but couldn't get it in there. It's second and goal at the 8. To carry it, they'll go with a play fake. Throws on the run. Touchdown, Saints.
Watch this catch by the tight end. I always say the tight end is always more of a threat in the red zone. He's a big target, and his skills sometimes cause matchup problems for the defense.
The extra point attempt is good. And so the short drive is capped off with a touchdown.
They did a good job of getting into the end zone. Sometimes when your team is in a shortened field situation, the offense comes out a little flat. That time, they came out with intensity.
Back deep to return.
Sends it sailing. This one is handled by Williams. Sean Williams has a nice return, taking it back to the 29. First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 29-yard line. First and 10.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Hand off to the tailback. Fincher with the stop at the 34-yard line.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry, but there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
Gain of 5 on the play. The rush is on. With the throw, Whitesmith has it. Stallone has that one picked off.
The ball and the defender and the receiver all got there at the same time. Try not to get too predictable out there. Make sure you got a good mix of run and pass.
Following the interception, it's now
the
first and 10.
39-yard line.
McAllister, the lone back. Give it to the halfback. Morgan is there for the tackle at the 34.
Gain of 4 on the
McAllister
play.
at the delayed handoff and gains about 3.
On the 34-yard line.
The Panthers come out in the 4-3. Handoff to the tailback. Ken Lucas found the ball carrier to make his 4th stop of the game. Ball on the 33-yard
Third
line.
and 5. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. They're coming with the blitz. Launching this one deep down the middle. He's got it. Sean Williams is the man to bring it down. That's his 3rd tackle. Brings it in for a big gain.
Almost every wide receiver gets better at running routes as they get older, and this guy's no exception.
The last time they were down here, they scored a touchdown. Looking to run it here.
This is one of those plays where you let the big guys up front just plow a path right into the end zone for you.
Carney comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. Capitalize on good field position, get it into the end zone.
Yeah, you got to convert opportunities like that into touchdowns. And that time, they did it with authority.
Berger is back and ready to put this one in the air. From the 4-yard line. Their defense looking for a second straight interception.
The Panthers will start the drive at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
Foster, the lone back. DeLone sends a man in motion. The rush is on. With the pass, incomplete as the defender knocks it away. This defense, John, knows how to create a lot of pressure.
Putting pressure on the quarterback can disrupt passing, but pressuring the receivers can do the same thing. If you can play physically on the outside, bump them off their routes, hold them up at the line, you can take away his receiving options, forcing him to just get rid of it.
Gets rid of it, and he fails to hang on to that.
I think he was trying to do something with it before he had it. You have to look the pass into your hands and secure it before you start thinking about running it downfield.
Williams, the lone setback. Mangum comes in motion. The blitz is on. With the throw, nice adjustment. Receiver running and breaks free. The 30, the 20, and he high steps his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Steve Smith is a good player, and he has great speed. He's one of those guys that used to be a special. And anytime he gets his hands on the ball, he's a threat to go all the way.
Casey comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
No matter what kind of field position you start with, as an offensive player, you got to be thinking touchdown. These guys kept their eye on the end zone, and that's exactly the kind of drive they were looking for.
Thomas back deep to return.
Good kick, should be returnable. From the 7-yard line. Thomas has a nice return, taking it back to the 35. So they have 1st and 10 here.
On the 35-yard line.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. Play action. He's going to run it. Mike Rucker brought him down for his 3rd tackle. Picked up a few yards on the scramble, John.
He's one of those guys who's willing to run to make something happen. You have to be aware of that kind of thing on defense.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Receives the handoff. Ken Lucas brought him down. That's his 5th tackle of the game. They blitz and it backfire.
Yeah, that's a chance you take. You're hoping to get some penetration and hit him in the backfield. But if you miss, there isn't a lot of help at the next level to keep him from picking up the 1st down.
Nice play fake. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Gamble is there for the tackle at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. He gets the carry. Lucas stops the play in the backfield.
This defense has some good speed. When you try something to the outside and you fail to get those outside guys blocked, you're in trouble.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Hands it off. Setting up play action. Pressure. Throws on the move. Jumps and makes the catch. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
When you're a receiver and a pass goes over your head like that, you got to get up there, pull the ball in, and tuck it in before you get hit.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. With the carry, Lucas makes the stop, and they'll be short of the marker. So we reach the end of the 3rd quarter with the Saints ahead of the Panthers, 56-17.
56, the Panthers, 17.
The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. Here, this will be about a 46-yard field goal. The kick sails through. It's good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
from the 1.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. I expect to see them keep fighting until that final whistle.
At the 22-yard line. First and 10.
The Saints come out in a nickel package. Short completion to the wide receiver on the right side. Thomas records the stop at the 28-yard line.
5-yard gain.
This is a good one to call.
Second and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
DeLone back in the shotgun. Gets the pass off. Wide receiver has it. Fincher with the tackle.
This is what they have to do. Keep making completions down the field and move the chains. Watch this one. He knows he's got to get the first, and he picks the right guy to throw it to.
They give it to the halfback. Thomas comes up to make the play at the 39-yard line. They did a good job swarming to the ball and stopping that play.
That's always what you have to do to the right. You have to get penetration. You have to get in their backfield before they can get started. And that's exactly what they did.
New Orleans with 6 defensive backs. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. John, he rushed that throw.
And you should credit the defensive lines. They do a nice job tying up the blockers and can bring pressure up the middle. When you combine their play with the fact that the defensive coordinator likes to bring additional blitzers from the outside, it can make for a very long day for the quarterback.
With the pass, Colbert was the intended receiver on that play. Pratt had the coverage on the play. Baker will come in now to punt it away. Bush sets up, waiting for the punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds. Ball on their own 27.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
The Panthers with a 4-man front, looking to run it here. Peppers is there for the tackle at the 27-yard line.
These plays can end up with lost yards if the defense gets through or around their blocking quickly enough.
Second and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Give it to the halfback. Rucker comes up to make the play at the 31-yard line.
They've done a good job moving the ball on the ground, and you can give most of the credit to that big offensive line. They've controlled the line of scrimmage from the very start.
Third and 5 coming up.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
They've done very well on third down to this point. Hands it off. Morgan is there on the stop at the 31. Third down run, not enough to keep the drive alive, so the punting team coming in.
There's nothing wrong with trying to grind it out in the fourth quarter when you're playing with a lead.
So instead of a special teams group, they're going to let the offense stay out on the field and take a shot on fourth down.
Boom! This defense will stop them for sure.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
New Orleans comes out in their nickel package.
Go! 28!
With the pass, it's batted away. Smith was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver.
Fincher with the coverage.
Second and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
New Orleans looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Throwing. Broken up.
I'll tell you, that was a tough one. When you're playing in these types of conditions, Even the easy passes can be hard to hang on to.
And here's a look at each team's success on third down so far. Orleans with 6 defensive backs. With the throw, fumble. The Panthers grab the live ball. Almost a big mistake as they're trying to get a score in this fourth quarter drive. Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Difficult situation here, but not much else they can do but go for it. The defense has it. Room to run. The 20. And he high steps his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. He returns the interception for 6 points here in the final quarter. Hart comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. The Saints continue to increase their lead. Mitchburg is just about ready to kick this one away.
Williams back to return.
This one is fielded by Williams.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one. It's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
Ball on their own 22.
Will start the drive at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun. Pressure coming. Great effort that time, John. He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while now. And let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
Under pressure with the throw. Incomplete pass. He somehow got that pass off.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Uses the pump. Throws it. Broken up. And won the battle at the line of scrimmage and forced the bad throw.
Every quarterback needs a little time to look over the field. There we saw a defense who wasn't given any time at all.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made at the 47-yard line. They'll start the drive at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
Only one man in the backfield. Giving it off to the back. Thomas Davis was in on the play again for another tick on the stat sheet.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd and 7 coming up here.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Only one man back. They give it to the halfback. Jenkins is there on the stop at the 39.
He's dominated out there in this one. He told me this week in practice that he was going to have a big game. He's really shown us that big playability.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Hand it off. Runs through the tackle. Pepper is there for the tackle at the 27. He was not going to be denied the first down there, John.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this is a special player, and he can make you look bad.
Set. Hut.
They're taking it.
Set. Hut.
They'll blow this play dead because there
Dead
appears
ball.
to have been early
False
movement.
start on the offense. Number 25, still 2nd down.
Bush was flagged for the false start.
False starts are kind of frustrating because they're really easily avoided by just maintaining focus.
Set.
And there's the kneel down by the quarterback. Not
That's
much of
the
a
end of the
contest.
game.
One team
The
pouring it
final
on
score
for a
is
big margin
New
of
Orleans,
victory.
66, Carolina, 17.
This is
Thank
Al
you for
Michaels for
attending
John
today's
Madden
ball
saying
game.
goodbye for
Please drive
EA
all
Sports.
safe.
Our game is coming to you live from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. This should be a very interesting game as the Panthers get set to take on the Saints. And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss. Both teams have taken the field, and let's see what happens now as we're ready for the kickoff. Madden looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Williams back to return.
Not a good kick, and it'll cost him.
Kickoff, out of bounds. Number 2, first down.
Penalties and takeaways are just as big a factor in some games as effective offense. The team that stays mistake-free usually wins the game.
So, John, we have two of the most talented defenses in the league featured in this game.
Yeah, both of these teams bring a lot of talent to the table. Neither has any glaring holes in their front seven or in their secondary. So that makes it very dangerous on the defensive side of the ball.
He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your offensive line is eaten up like that, you got to try and get to the outside. But they wouldn't let him get away.
The Saints line up in a 4-3.
Not today.
He tucks it away. Young is there on the stop at the 40-yard line. Trying to find something in the middle. Nothing open.
I'll tell you, the guys up front got outworked on that one. They got knocked off the line and they never recovered.
40-yard line.
Right back.
New Orleans goes with a 4-man front.
All day, baby. Come on. Let's go.
They're coming with the blitz. Launching the pass deep down the right side. It's caught. McKenzie is there for the tackle at the 19.
This is one of those guys that you can't let get behind you. You have to give up some of those shorter completions underneath.
Blue down, blue down. Let's go, boys. I can do it, man. Nothing.
The Saints come out in a 4-3 with a counter play. Number 58 is there on the stop at the 1-yard line. Took the handoff and picks up a nice gain.
Yeah, that was a ramble. Reminiscent of his early playing days.
It's first and goal at the 1.
Hey, let's go, 1D. Do something, do something. Let's turn it up, D. Let's go, now. Go make a play. There we go, baby. Rock and roll.
A little misdirection. Dropped in the backfield for a short pass.
On the carry.
Can't get the blocking they need, and now it'll be second down and goal. It's second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So we gonna take it. There we go. Let's go.
New Orleans lines up in a 4-3. Looking for the goal line. Setting up play action. Goes to the end zone. The pass ball's incomplete. Simmons gets to him just as the ball arrives. Really nice.
He played that well. You know, it looked like he knew exactly where that route was going.
It's third and goal at the 3.
We're talking about win. Lucky. Here we go.
Receives the handoff. David created problems in the backfield on that play.
The kick
Sails
is
through
good.
the uprights. And they come away with a field goal on their first drive of the game.
They established some things on offense, and they got 3 points out of it. I'm thinking that we're going to see a lot more points out of them before this one's over.
Baker will be kicking off.
Back deep to return.
From the 7. Orleans is trying to take the lead on this drive as they take over.
On the return.
Use all of the field when passing. Make sure the defense can't just sit there on any particular route.
3 minutes remaining in the quarter.
At the 26-yard line. First and 10.
Out of the I formation. He's going to run. Straight. The Panthers grab the live ball. Veteran lineman saw the loose ball and pounced on it.
Yeah, you better believe it. He's still got some big playability in that body.
First and 10.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Slot going. Not today. Let's go.
DeLone with a man in motion.
Defense, get ready.
Hands it off. Young drags the ball carrier down behind the line. Trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
Brought some extra guys up with a run blitz. They got penetration, and they shut the play down.
From the start.
The Saints come out on a nickel package.
All day, baby. Come on.
With the counter play. Thomas is there for the tackle at the 36-yard line. Couldn't get anything going through the middle.
You know, it was because the defense filled all the gap. The back was looking for a place to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the gaps, bringing them down for a loss.
DeLone back in the shotgun. With the pass, just couldn't get that pass under control. Smith can't secure the ball, and that'll be a 4th down.
You know, executing on 3rd down is essential to winning ball games. When you drop ones like that, I'll tell you, it just kills you, especially when you're the best receiver.
Casey will have to get all of this one. So he hooks a kick and misses the mark. After the missed field goal, they'll set up shop at the 43-yard line. The Panthers come out in a nickel package, going to the air on 1st down. Fires this one deep. Jumping and has it. Marshall is there on the stop at the 14-yard line. Henderson bails his quarterback out by making a spectacular catch.
Yep, that was an unbelievable catch. That took the ability to block out the entire field and focus on bringing them in.
Only one man back. Closing in, throws to the end zone. It's batted away. Looking for the touchdown on 1st down, but couldn't get it to his target.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. Give it to the halfback. Great move. Marshall comes up to make the play at the 12.
1 yard
Bush
gain
takes it up
off
the
the
middle
play.
for a yard or 2.
3rd and 8.
3rd down, and they have to get it to the 4-yard line for the 1st.
Stay deeper than the deepest.
They come out in a dime package. Gives the ball off. Rucker is there for the tackle at the 9-yard line. Can't get to the marker on 3rd down, so let's see if the place kicker comes in now. Is tying up here with a field goal.
The
It
field
was
goal
long
attempt
enough,
is no
but
good.
it's sliced to the right.
A smart coach would call this play.
So they're ready to go on offense after the missed field goal. They'll start at the 20. Out of the I formation.
Clear! Clear! Now let's get to it. All right, man. All right, let's go. Here coming the rep. Watch your man.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Number 69, still first down.
Gross moved a little early there.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand down, you can't move until the ball snaps.
Let's run, man. Don't stop that motor.
The lineup of 6 defensive backs. Pass play here on first down. With the pass, he hits his receiver. Thomas comes up to make the play. He took what he was given, completing the pass.
Yeah, what you want to do as a receiver who's facing zone coverage is to break into the secondary, find a hole, settle down, and show the quarterback your numbers. That was a good job.
New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Hands it off. Dropped in the backfield.
On the run.
Nothing doing in the middle. 2 stop before a loss.
When you have players who are as active and as aggressive as these guys are, you're going to see some tackles for losses.
Nothing over your head.
With the throw, drops the interception.
The defense dug in their cleats and held their ground on that series of downs.
Receiver on the play.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. He signals for a fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 33-yard line.
Ball on their own 33.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Only 1 man back. Nice play fake. Going for the deep man. He made the catch. Runs for the tackle. Marshall is there on the stop at the 22.
He's one of the most dangerous receivers. Like to get the ball in his hands because he can break a long one at any time.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Bush, the lone back. Give it to the halfback. Minter comes up to make the play at the 11-yard line. He broke a tackle in the backfield and got the first down.
Yeah, great play by the defender getting in the backfield, but he didn't wrap him up.
After 1 quarter of play, the score is 3-0.
The Panthers 3, the Saints nothing.
The teams as one side, and we'll start the second quarter. They're 11 yards away from the end zone.
11-yard line.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Goes to the end zone. Ooh, nearly picked off. Oh, man, he had it in the end zone, but dropped it.
The one person breathing a sigh of relief is a quarterback.
It's away the off-balance throw. Gamble is there on the
Number 12
stop.
on the reception.
Number 12 didn't have much time to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for a pick.
So it's 3rd down, and they could actually get a first down without getting a touchdown. Bush, the lone back.
Keep the throttle down.
Gets the call. Oh, brings him down, but they get enough to move the chains. He lowers his head and powers his way to the first. It's 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Quarterback sneak, and he's in for the score. Madden comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
That was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Williams back to return.
From the 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - 5 - The defense did a very good job against them the last time they had possession, forcing a punt.
You should stop them with this play.
Carolina will start the drive at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. With the throw, with the catch. A lot of room to work with. The 40. The 40. Number 58 is there on the stop at the 31-yard line.
They love to get the ball into his hands, and we can see why.
Huge gain on the play. 44 yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Clear! Clear! Play hard and fast, baby.
The Saints come out of the nickel package. Throwing. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away.
It's on! No, one. Ain't no thing. Watch your man. Get it up!
DeLone with a man in motion.
There we go, baby. Rock and roll. Yeah, you see me.
With a counterplay. Harper comes up to make the play at the 16. That was the perfect call against the blitz.
Yeah, and the way to calm down a pass rush always has been to run right at him. That time, they ran right past him.
Last time they were down here, they settled for a field goal. Smith is there for the tackle.
These plays can end up with lost yards if the defense gets through or around their blocking quickly
Ball
enough.
on the 17-yard line.
Looks to the end zone. He's there. Touchdown, Carolina. The extra point attempt is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Back to return.
They'll return this one. From the 5-yard line. Can't bring it down. The defense gave up 8 touchdowns on the last series.
Watch where there's movement up front. Look for the hole and send your man into the secondary.
At the 27-yard line. 1st and 10.
Out of the I formation. Hand off to the tailback. Keeps his feet moving. The 40. Midfield. Minter comes up to make the play at the 45.
Danny. Set. Safety right. Everything you got.
Going to the air on 1st down with the throw, and he fails to hang on to that.
Personal foul.
Flags down.
Roughing the passer, number 93. Automatic.
It's a
first
roughing the
down.
passer call, and they got that one right.
You have to be careful around quarterbacks these days. You can't touch them after they let go of the ball.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Ace.
Come on. Set.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Throwing. Gamble is there on the stop at the 24-yard line.
Watch the play. Play hard and fast, baby. Set. Keep the throttle down.
Receives the handoff. Play action. Goes to the end zone. He went up there and he got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Drew Brees is one of those guys who plays with a little chip on his shoulder.
Madden comes in for the extra point. The point after is good.
The offense kept taking and taking, and the defense kept giving and giving until they finally got the touchdown.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Williams back to return.
Not the type of kickoff they wanted.
Kickoff, out of bounds. First down.
Penalties and takeaways can really kill a team. Usually the team with the fewest mistakes out there will win the game.
40-yard line.
The Saints come out in a nickel package. They're coming with the blitz. Fumble. The Saints scoop it up. The 30. The 20. The 10. He has some room. Touchdown. Perfect place at the right time on that play. A fumble recovery and a touchdown. So they'll try to tack on the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
One thing to watch for now is how the offense responds. If they start worrying about turning it over again, they'll find themselves in the same position.
New Orleans
They've got to
is
go
lined
back
up
out
for the
there
kickoff.
and stick to their game
Williams
plan.
back deep to return.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 4. Last time the defense was on the field, they scored on a fumble return.
The
2-minute
Panthers
warning
will
coming
start
up.
the drive at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. You can't stop me.
DeLone sends a man in motion.
All day, baby. Come on.
With the throw, this pass is incomplete. He was pressured as the defense forced the issue.
Yeah, and that's something the defensive coordinator mentioned in practice this week. Making the quarterback throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
Foster, the lone back.
I can do it.
Under pressure, incomplete pass.
When you let the defense get into your backfield that quickly, bad things are going to happen to you.
2-minute warning coming up. The Saints come out in a dime package. Throws it. Gets his hand on it.
I'll tell you, the defense made a great stand right there.
Receiver on the play.
Baker comes into the game for the punt. Lewis is back to receive this kick. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made at the 19-yard line. The
Ball on
Saints
their own
will
19.
start the drive at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3.
Here we go, baby.
With the pass, almost picked off. Anderson was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
So we gonna take it. Too deep.
Freeze with split backs.
All right, here we go. Hey, watch that screen.
Going long. It's caught. Gamble is there on the stop
Anderson.
at the 47-yard line.
First down.
One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Get some flag.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3.
I'm the team. Yeah, bring it off. Bring it
Hand it
off.
off. And he ducks out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
The defense can't afford to take too many gambles. They're going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. It's the call. Peppers is there on the stop at the 48-yard line.
When you get penetration like that, it's very hard for the offense to get positive yardage.
Looking for a third down conversion here. They have to get it to the 43.
Play hard and fast, baby.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Morgan comes up to make the play at the 49. The third down run comes up short, so we should see a punt here. 4th and 6. Don't know why they're going for it here. You'd think they'd just punt. With the pass, and this pass is completed. Marshall is there for the tackle at the 36.
Hey, let's go. Hey, watch the ball. Good football. We're talking about
Breeze with a man in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. So gets rid of it. He finds his man, and he ducks out of bounds at the 17.
They've got the whole field to use because there's still some time. Plus, they've got a few timeouts. A run or maybe a play pass would work well here.
17-yard line.
One more, fellas. Here we go.
And they're threatening again with the ball inside the 20. Tosses it right. He's brought down behind the line for a short
On the
loss.
carry.
The blocking just wasn't there on the outside.
Ninth play of this drive. Let's see what they can do in the red zone.
18-yard line.
Here we come. Defense, get ready.
Bush is the deep back. Going to the right. Gamble comes up to make the play at the 10-yard line.
9-yard
I'll tell you, when you're talking about a guy who's a
a
feature back, this is the kind of guy you're talking about.
10 yards away from the end zone. Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team. Carolina comes out in a 4-3. They'll spot this one at the 6. He stopped him there, and according to our numbers, that's tackle number 6 for him. Williams calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. So this will be a 23-yard field goal attempt. The veteran connecting for the field goal. Going into halftime, the score is 24-10. Saints.
The Panthers, 10. We're ready to begin.
Baker is back and ready to put this one in the air. He got all of that one. From the 2-yard line.
Kickoff
Has a nice return. Taking it back to the 29.
First and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Regular.
Bush, the lone back. Hand off to the tailback. Kimawatu comes up to make the play at the 32.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
And he picks up about 4. Here comes the flex. Throws on the run. Marshall is there for the tackle at the 41. This was coming, and he got rid of the ball very quickly.
You know, when it comes to making the right decision, this is the kind of guy you want out there under center.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Blue down.
Carolina using 3 linebackers.
Showtime, baby.
Receives the handle. Nice play fake. Looking for something long. Almost intercepted. Good defense that time, and it saves them from giving up a big play.
On the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
You turning it up. Hey, watch that.
Carolina goes with a 4-man front. Looking upfield. Setting up play action. With the pass. Incomplete. He appears to feel the pressure there.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm, and you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
The Panthers come out in a dime package. Great fake. Going deep. Nearly intercepted. He goes deep downfield and is lucky it's not picked off.
That's one of those times when you see a guy make a great play in the ball, but not come up with a catch.
So instead of the special teams group, they're going to let the offense stay out of the field and take a shot on 4th down. He hits his receiver. They'll spot this one at the 48-yard line. That's a half dozen tackles now. Give it to the halfback. Number 52 is there for the tackle.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cut. But they were nowhere to be found on that run.
And this is the 8th play of this drive.
Watch your man. Play hard and fast, baby.
To carry it, they'll go with a play fake. Pressure with the throw. Drops the interception. And boy, none of the defenders can hang on to it. That's the 3rd drop interception on this drive.
Yeah, they're all over the field, but they can't come up with the catches.
9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Play football. Is it flat going?
The Panthers line up in the quarter defense. Looking for room. Fakes the handoff. Looking deep to the right. What a catch. Chris Gamble found the ball carrier again. That's something we've seen plenty of in this game. They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one first down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here.
This is the 10th play of this drive. They're inside the 20. So with the ball in the red zone, they have a very good chance of extending that lead. Tucks it away. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
Carolina using 3 linebackers.
No stop.
Give it to the halfback. Number 33 comes up to make the play
On the run.
at the
No gain
19-yard
on the
line.
play.
That was a lack of execution from the offense. When the plan is to take it to the outside around the corner,
3rd
they
and
need to
11.
pick up some key
Ball
blocks.
on the 19-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
They've executed very well on 3rd down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. Gets the call. Great fake. Goes to the end zone. He had a shot, but couldn't come up with it. Henderson dropped a sure touchdown on that play.
Usually he's pretty reliable around the goal line. I really do like to go to him whenever they need a big catch. He just got to do a better job of watching the ball into his hands.
This officially will be a 37-yard attempt. Veteran kicks it through.
Each play you run on offense tires out the defense a little more. When you can put together that many plays in a row, it gets you into scoring position. This time, it got him free.
Madden comes in to kick off.
Williams back to return.
So he can't keep the kick inbounds.
Kickoff, out of bounds. Number 2, first down.
The team with the most discipline is the team that doesn't commit stupid penalties. And they're the team that usually executes better.
Do something. Bring it up, baby. Hey, let's go.
Nickelback in this time.
Hold the look.
Here they come. Gets the pass off. This one will be spotted at the 46. That's 3 tackles so far for him today.
On the reception.
Smith makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Let's go. Let's go now. We turning it up. So we
Come out in a dime package. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Ooh, that one will leave a mark. There's a flag down, and here's
Got
the
a
flag.
face mask on the defense. Number 51, first
They called
down.
it inadvertent.
You know, there's so many limbs flying and body parts moving around. You just tackle whatever you can, and you grab anything that's moving. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Set. Let's go, baby.
Gets the pass off. He has it. Brian Simmons brought him down for his third tackle. He found a soft spot in the coverage, John.
The receiver did a great job reading the coverage. He found a hole in the zone, and the quarterback found him in that hole with the pass.
Stallone starts out of the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Behind him, he has it. He'll feel that one tomorrow. Defense blitzes the corner, but the quarterback got rid of it quickly for a completion and a first down.
That was a great play because he saw him coming, remained calm, and threw an accurate pass.
New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. With a counter play, he's there on the stop at the 25-yard line. They went backward on that one.
And that's a very good call by the defensive coordinator. He had a good idea of what was coming, and he called the perfect play to stop it.
Nickelback in this time. Pressure coming through the end zone. He had a shot, but couldn't come up with it.
I don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job, delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it.
So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on third down. The Saints come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. With the pass, Case Mahart comes up to make the play. At the 21-yard line, Haynes couldn't make it to the marker, and it brings up 4th down. Jason and the kicking team come on for this field goal attempt. That ball to the upright and didn't make it through. After this field goal, they're set to go on offense at the 28.
First and 10.
Carolina using 3 linebackers. Dropping back to pass on first down. Looking for the long completion. He can't stay inbound.
I think the quarterback just let that one get away.
Number 12 was the intended receiver on that play. Carolina goes with a 4-man front. Throws this one off balance. Broken up.
Great position and great reaction made that play happen.
Campbell was there on the cover.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Panthers come out in a nickel package. Tucks it away. Setting up play action. Gets the pass off. Jumps up. He has it. Minter is there on the snap at the 22-yard line.
The coach asks a lot of this guy, and he certainly performed out there today.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Watch out.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Here they come. Fires this one deep. Ooh, nearly picked off. Oh, man, he had it in the end zone, but dropped it.
That's the second worst thing that can happen to a defender, to drop one like that. The absolute worst thing is to have your man beat you for 6.
Let's go.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Dropping back. Getting some air under this one. Looking for his man deep. Touchdown, Saints.
A few years ago, I watched Drew Brees, and I thought he was pretty good. He was a pretty good player. Then he had a bad year, and he didn't really start off good. Then something clicked. Some light went on somewhere, and he's become a guy who can make some plays for you.
Mate comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Saints ahead of the Panthers, 34-10. And we'll start the fourth quarter.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Williams back deep to return.
It's on its way. From the 8.
They need one quick score and then some more.
Williams on
The
the
smart
start.
coach would call this defense.
Ball right around where
Will
the
start the drive at the 49-yard line. First and 10.
Hey, let's go.
The Saints with a four-man front. With the carry. Grant is there on the stop at the 44. Play calling is very surprising considering the size of the deficit.
This is not a good time to sneak in a running play. They need lots of yards real fast.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Don't make a play.
The Saints come out in a nickel pack with the pass knocked down.
What's the hard count? Keep it up. Let's go. Hey, watch the ball. Knock him out.
Gets the pass off. David pulls him down at the 40-yard line.
It's on. So we're going to take it. He's back. Let's go, man.
The blitz is on. Throws it. The pass falls incomplete. Good call by the defense as they sent the corner on a blitz.
He just had too much pressure in his face to see anything, and he threw one out there. Lucky for him, it wasn't picked off.
Here we go.
The Saints come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it. Jumps up. He has it. This one will be spotted at the 24-yard line. So that tackle was his third.
Keep the throttle down. Come on. Watch your eyes. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Dropping back to pass on first down. With the pass, this one falls incomplete. John, he rushed that throw.
And you should credit the defensive line. They do a nice job tying up the blockers and can bring pressure up the middle. When you combine their play with the fact that the defensive coordinator likes to bring additional blitzes from the outside, it can make for a very long day for the quarterback.
Here they come. Closing in, throwing, and the catch is made. So the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when a defense is sending extra rushes at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
Orleans goes with a four-man front. Under pressure, looks to the end zone. It's batted away.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern, but he had the ball bounce right off his fingertips.
And this is the ninth play of this drive.
Let's turn it up, D. Play football.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Hand it off to the back. Touchdown, Panthers.
Not today.
The blitz is on. With the pass, 2 points. So they get the touchdown, and now the 2. Not enough time to try to get the ball back, so the onside kick is the call. Here's the onside kick. New Orleans covers the onside kick. They'll start near midfield following the return. Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Here we go, baby. All right, let's go.
Carolina goes with a four-man front. He tucks it away. Rucker comes up to make the play at the 48-yard line.
3-yard gain on the play.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Only one man in the backfield. Gives the ball off. Mike Rucker stopped him for his third tackle so far.
1-yard gain on the play.
Looking to convert on third down, they have to get it to the 42.
Here we go.
And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on third down.
Slot going.
They give it to the halfback. The 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Saints. An incredible run to get him into the end zone. comes in for the extra point.
The
The point answer is good. They're ahead now by 23 following the touchdown.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Williams back to return.
Nice kick and returnable. From the 8-yard line. The Panthers need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 24. It's first and 10.
Will start the drive at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go.
New Orleans comes out in their nickel package.
Good shoot.
Gets rid of it. Picked off. Bullocks is there to grab the carry and go the other way.
When the ball gets tipped, I'll tell you, the quarterback is holding his breath because so many times the defense will come down with it.
Following the interception, it's now first and 10.
It's on.
Only one man back. Kicks it off to the back, stiff arm to the ground. Rucker comes up to make the play at the 31-yard line. Bush takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Get it up.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Looking for room. Minter is there on the stop at the 26. Nothing dazzling there as they call the same running play twice in a row. Two minutes left.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Hold him right here. Here we
The
go.
defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down.
Don't get nothing. Hey, watch the screen.
Hand off to the tailback. Mike Minter looks fresh out there. He's been around 5 tackles. He's showing no signs of fatigue as he bulldozes for 125 yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
They have a big lead, and they're on the move again inside the 20.
Keep moving. Bring it up. Under 10. I'm coming through, baby. Yeah, let's go, baby. Don't stop that motor. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Hand it off to the back. Rucker is there for the tackle at the 15.
You know that the guys up front love to run block. All offensive linemen do. Just out-muscle the guy right in front of you. They've done a pretty good job of creating seams and holes for the backs in this one.
15-yard line.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Receives the handoff. Minter is there on the stop at the 12. Coming up to the end of the game, and they're content to run the ball, trying to take time off the clock.
I tell you, the ability to run the ball late in the fourth quarter is what allows a team to finish out games.
Third and
That's
1.
exactly what's
Ball
happening
on the
right here.
12-yard line.
Get me going.
Hands it off. Marshall is there for the
First down,
tackle.
Saints.
Putting together a nice drive here.
And they're frustrating this defense in the process. 2 times they've converted on third down.
Watch the play. Here we go. Set. Go. Hey, let's go, 1D. Let's go. Danny.
He'll just take a knee. This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, New Orleans 41, Carolina 18. This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night. Our game comes to you from the largest city in North Carolina, Charlotte. I'm glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. This should be a very interesting game as the Saints get set to take on the Panthers. And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss. Both teams have taken the field, and let's see what happens now as we're ready for the kickoff. Dramatically, looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Harris back to return.
Kicks a line drive from the 10. Harris takes this one back to the 27. John, these two teams appear to be extremely evenly matched. So what do you think will make the difference in this one?
These teams are so closely matched that I'm guessing this game is going to come down to turnovers, drive-killing penalties, key plays on special teams, things like that.
Pressure.
This defense is very good at masking what they're trying to do on defense. The guy will show blitz, and he drops into coverage as a guy from the outside blitzes in his play. I'll tell you, that can make it very hard to maintain blocking assignments.
New Orleans comes out in a 4-3. Smith moves in motion.
Deuce it. Come on. Everything you got.
Receives the handoff. They'll go with a play fake. Gets rid of it. Number 58 is there for the tackle at the 41-yard line. Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. Ball on their own 41.
41-yard line.
New Orleans using three linebackers.
Let's go. Keep it up.
Leave it off. Morgan comes up to make the play at the 41. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
Get some swat going. You can't stop me. From the start. Yeah.
With a counter play. Harper is there on the stop at the 50.
You got to keep going to the run. You never know when there's going to be great blocking ahead of you, allowing for a big one right into the end zone.
Let's go now. Let's go.
New Orleans comes out in their nickel package.
Watch this.
This one in the air trying to convert. Throwing. Incomplete pass. Stewart was the intended receiver on that play. Baker will come in now to punt it away. Bush lines up deep for the punt return. Excellent kick. Deep and very high.
They'll
First
start
and
the
10.
drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go, B. Let's go.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package.
One of us gonna make a play. Bring it up. Bring
Hands
it
it off
up.
to the back. Fakes the handoff. Gets away the off-balance throw. The 40. They'll knock him out of bounds at the 49.
The receiver found the seam of the defense, allowing him to make the catch and pick up some extra yardage before the defense was able to catch it.
First and 10.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
That's coming through, baby. Come on.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3.
All day, baby. Come on. Run again. Let's go now.
Hands it off. Johnson is there on the stop, and he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to
Ball
tackle.
on the 36-yard line.
Keep the throttle down.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3.
Knock each other back.
Hands it off to the fullback. Shaw comes up to make the play at the 31.
Now they got to keep going at it. They can get that defense tired, and on its heels, these games will get longer and bigger as the game goes on.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Carolina goes with a four-man
Let's
front.
go. Be good. All on us, y'all.
Notice hands it off. He's spotted at the 28. Keeping it on the ground, they chose to run the same exact play, not even a shift in their formation. On third down, they need to get it to the 26 to convert.
Take it to another level.
The Panthers come out in the 4-3 with a counter play. Wesley is there for the tackle at the 14. They pick up 14 yards on third down. Down inside the 15.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
From the start. Watch the
Bush,
man.
the lone
Watch the
setback.
man. Stay at home.
Here they come with the pass. Touchdown, Saints. Veteran is able to come down with a pass in the end zone.
This is what good, experienced receivers do. They excel when they're given the opportunity to make big plays.
Dramatica comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. Great job moving the ball down the field for a touchdown on their first possession.
I really like the way these guys came right out after you on offense. They made the right calls, executed properly, and put that one right in the end zone.
Line drive kick from the 19-yard line. Fumble. The Saints have it. Trying to get something started, he ends up turning it over on the kickoff.
And the thing is, they've got their wedge busters down there, and everyone else is flying down the field trying to make a play. And somebody ends up putting a big hit on that return man.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Clear. All right, let's go.
Pass play here on first down. On the move. Almost picked off.
That was a good play, turned bad play. Good because their zone defense worked well. Bad because he dropped the interception. That's one he wishes he could have back.
Second and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Watch your eyes.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. To carry it. Nice play fake. Gets the pass off target. He gets it. Lewis comes up to make the play. At the 15. Give him some time. He'll hit his man.
And the thing is, he doesn't care how big that window is. With his accuracy, everyone's open.
Down inside the 15.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Blue down.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. On the call, great fake. Closing in, breaks free. Number 33 is there on the stop. Not the traditional way to get the ball down the field, but it works.
Yeah, he's a quarterback, but on that one, he looked more like a running back.
5 yards away from the end zone.
Ball on the 5-yard line.
Here I come.
Only one man in the backfield.
Stay focused now. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go,
Hands it off. And he's in for the score.
Touchdown,
Right through the
Saints.
middle, and nobody touched him. Dramatica comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. And so they're handed great field position and cash in.
Yeah, when you give this team field position like that, you can practically take a touchdown to the bank.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Harris back deep to return.
From the 12. Harris returns this one to the 25-yard line.
Here's a good defense for this situation.
First and 10. Will start the drive at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Using split back. Going to the air on first down. Throwing. And this pass is completed. Gay is there for the tackle at the 46. They get first down yardage on that hookup. First and 10.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Knock him out. Let's go, boys.
Only one man in the backfield. Number 88, the man in motion.
Rock and roll. From the start.
Looking to run it here. Morgan comes up to make the play.
The defense is trying to shut down the running game early to force him to pass. We'll have to see if it works and causes him to give up on it here in the first half.
1 yard gain on that play.
47-yard line.
Get me going. All right, now. Keep the throttle down.
Only one man
Stay
back.
home. Let's go, D. Let's
The
go.
counter play.
We don't get nothing.
Number 58 is there for the tackle at the 46-yard line.
On the play.
Now, strike coach will call this defense.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Don't let him pass. Let's get some pressure. Big play now, big play.
Drops back with the pass, and it's caught. Harper makes the stop, and they'll be short of the marker. Williams caught it short of the first down marker. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and the score is 14-0. Saints.
14, the Panthers, nothing.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. Baker would like to place this one inside the 10. This one goes out of bounds, and a great punt that goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Yep, he hit that one just the way he wanted to. Now they've got him pinned almost in the end zone.
First
Deep
and
in their
10.
own territory.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
Get some slack going.
Bush, the lone back. They give it to the halfback. Shaw is there on the stop at the 8-yard line.
This is one of those games where you just keep running it at him. 4 yards here, 5 yards there, and loosen them up, and then wham. You knock them out late in the game with that long touchdown
Stay
run.
home. Watch out.
Only one man in the backfield.
Defense, get ready. Watch the snap down.
That moves in motion.
Hey, watch the screen. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
A little misdirection. Back breaks free. Number 33 makes the tackle at the 14-yard line. So he gets about 5 yards and the first.
Nothing fancy either. He just goes right at the defense to move those chains.
The Panthers come out in a nickel package. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throwing. Oldclaw is there for the tackle. Perfect spiral on that pass.
This is a guy who can make all the throws out there. He shows a nice touch in the short patterns, can thread it in there against tight coverage, and he can put some air in when he's trying something downfield.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. Going to the air on first down. And he's hit as he throws. Broken up.
When you let the defense get into your backfield that quickly, bad things are going to happen to you.
Let's go, boys. Watch it
Only
out.
one man in the backfield. With a counter play. Breaks free. Number 33 pulls him down at the 47-yard line. Broke a tackle in the backfield and got the first down.
Yeah, great play by the defender getting in the backfield, but he didn't wrap him up.
We like to pack the wolves.
The Panthers come out in a nickel package.
Get it up.
Doesn't get much behind it. Drops the interception. Oldclaw with the coverage.
Number 12, the intended receiver on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Under 10, 10. Left,
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. Off his back foot. Picked off.
They're playing a cover two. The corners got the bumps and the safeties dropped back into cover. Then they just read the quarterback like a book.
10.
Bam.
Ball on
Interception.
the 38-yard line.
We're talking about bringing. Hey, let's go one deep.
New Orleans using 3 linebackers.
Clear, clear.
The counterplay. Dilma is there on the stop at the 45. Stewart gets the call on the counter. Good pickup, maybe 7. Ball on their own 45.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
The Saints with a 4-man front. Young is there for the tackle at the 48-yard line. He puts his head down and powers his way to the first.
This defense will stop him for sure.
10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Watch out. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
The Saints come out in a 4-3. Harper stops the play in the backfield.
I tell you, the quickest way down the field is straight ahead. Going outside, dancing around and all that stuff, that's not going to help you move the ball.
Keep moving. All day, baby. Come on.
Orleans comes out in a 4-3 with the throw. Nearly intercepted. A little too much touch.
King, the intended receiver on the play.
This is what I would call in this situation.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 46-yard line.
New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Can't get it away.
They really love this guy on defense. He's fast enough to cover the quick wide receivers, strong enough to bump receivers at the line, and he's pretty good at rushing the passer. That gives you a lot of flexibility in your blitz packaging.
Punt number 3 is upcoming. They'll spot this one where it went out.
First
2-minute warning coming
Ball
up.
on the 36-yard line.
Everything you got. Set. Regular.
A little misdirection. Midfield. And he steps out of bounds at the 45. He's doing a good job helping to provide a solid ground game for his team. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Here we go. Come on.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3.
You got to believe it. It's our day. Ain't no sweat.
With a counterplay. David comes up to make the play at the 44.
1-yard gain.
They don't deviate at all from the last play call as they keep it on the ground. Two minutes to go.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Bush, the lone back, dropping back.
Hey.
Throwing on the run. Ooh, nearly picked
The
off.
pass falls incomplete. Patton, the intended receiver on the play. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Get the pressure out, man.
The Panthers come out in a nickel back. Hands it off. Number 33 is there for the tackle at the 34.
10 on the play.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Bush, the lone back, with the carry. Wesley is there on the stop at the 31-yard line. Nothing dazzling there as they call the same running play twice in a
Ball
row.
on the 31-yard line.
Let's run, man.
Only one man back gets the call. Great fake. He passed looking for the end zone. And he makes the catch, but he can't get both feet down.
I tell you, he was led just a bit too far. Would have been a heck of a touchdown catch if he could have brought that one in.
Hey, let's go.
Bush, the lone back. Hand it off to the back. Marshall is there for the tackle at the 26-yard line. Flags are down. This one appears to be
On the offense, number 73, fourth down.
Dramatic. Looking to make a good kick here. So he hooks the kick and misses the mark.
This defense looks good.
After the missed field goal, they'll set up shop at the 33.
Hey, soft, man. Do something. Get it out.
Williams comes out in a 4-3. Throwing. Smith was his intended target.
You should stop him with this play.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Williams looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Dropping back, throws it, and it's complete. Harper is there on the stop at the 41-yard line. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far. Passing here on 3rd and short with the throw. Picked off. It's intercepted. Veteran corner read it perfectly and comes away with the football.
He mirrored the receiver's every move, then he stuck his hands up for the pick.
So they're ready to go on offense after the interception. They'll start at the 44. Hand off to the tailback. Number 33 comes up to make the play.
Running the ball consistently is the first step in creating a balanced attack.
So that play goes for about 6. The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. Wesley is there on the stop at the 38. Bush continues to run with authority, pounding it out. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Will. Come on. Clear.
Looking upfield. Wesley is there for the tackle at the 34.
As a coach, you need to make sure that you establish your running game as a weapon that can hurt the other team.
And he picks up about
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Stay at home.
Carolina goes with a 4-man front with a counter play. The 20. Harris comes up to make the play at the 16. Bush has been clearly a big part in their offensive plan, now has over 125 yards rushing. This field goal attempt will be from about 33 yards away. The veteran connecting for the field goal. Going into halftime, the score is 17-0. Saints.
17. The Panthers, nothing. We're ready to begin the
Baker is just about ready to kick this one away.
Kicking off to start the second half. Thomas back to return.
From the 7-yard line.
This team has played well and had a solid first half. And now they find themselves in great position to win the game.
The Saints are dominating here early in the second half. So, John, it's very surprising how much the score is.
Sometimes only one team shows up really ready to play.
Only one man back. To carry it. Shaw is there on the stop. John, nothing there on that play. Looks like he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
They better mix up the play call a little more, trying to free up some space in the middle. That back just didn't have any help from his line on that play.
Stay at home. No more, fella.
Carolina goes with a 4-man front. Gets the call. Great fake. He'll take off. Room to run. The 30. Davis comes up to make the play. The defense lost containment, and the quarterback picked up the first down.
He has such good vision, not only as a quarterback, but when he's running the ball like that right there. There's a heck of a job of cutting off his block and getting the ball down the field.
Let's turn it up, D. They soft, man.
They have the lead. One big reason is because they've done a real good job on the ground on first down.
Not bad. And that success leads to bigger and better things, usually.
Johnson is there on the stop at the 37-yard line. Bush battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Second and 8 coming up here.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Rush in from the start, We gotta have it, D. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Yeah, it's on. Play football. Let's go.
Hands it off. Number 33 comes up to make the play at the 45. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
It was a great run. He saw his blockers create some room for him, and he accelerated right through the hole.
Carolina comes out in a 4-3. Aimed it off to the back. Fakes the handoff. With the throw. Shaw is there for the tackle at the 31-yard line.
Drew Brees is one of those guys who plays like a chip on his shoulder.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. On the call, they'll go with a play fake. Throws on the run. Incomplete pass. He somehow got that pass off.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
On the 31-yard line.
Will. Let's do our thing.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. Play action. To the end zone. And a flag on the play. This one, I think, is
on the defense. Number 23, first down.
So he pays for his aggressiveness.
Yeah, the defender has to be careful to make sure he plays the ball rather than the receiver.
It's first and goal at the 1.
Don't stop that motor. Left.
Last time they were down here, they settled for a field goal. Lewis stops him dead at the 1-yard line.
No gain on the play.
It's second and goal at the 1.
1-yard line.
It's on. Blue jam. Not the day.
Trying to sneak it. And they'll score.
Touchdown, Saints.
Comes in for the extra point. The point after is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Harris back to return.
This one is taken by Harris. The Panthers face an uphill battle as they begin this drive at the 23.
Try this call here.
First and 10.
At the 23-yard line. First and 10.
Watch your eyes. Nothing.
Hands it off. They'll go with the play fake. The pass is picked off. The 30. He was looking for single coverage, got it, but the throw was off target.
Let's move this football.
After the interception, they'll set up shop at the 25-yard line.
Come on. Set. Watch your man.
Forces it out to the left.
Come on.
Johnson comes up to make the play at the 6-yard line. Bush moves his rushing total over 150 on that carry. It's first and goal at the 6.
One of us gonna make a play. Let's go.
He got it into the end zone on their last red zone drive. Looking for room. Setting up play action. Pressure coming. That play was doomed from the start. No blocking up front.
You know, that might have been what happened. But no matter what, you should never lose that kind of yardage on a single play. That is just a case of trying to do too much with a football.
And a big lead, and they're on the move again inside the 20. Dropping back. Steps up into the pocket. Throws it. Incomplete. Was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play.
It's third and goal at the 16.
They soft, man. Fly alert! Fly alert!
They'll go with the quarter defense.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Knock it down.
And the quarterback has a lot of room to run. Marshall is there on the stop at the 5.
11-yard gain on the play.
This will be a chip shot. Madden hangs that one right through his second field goal of the game. And they're dominating on both sides of the ball now, John.
Everybody's producing out there. The quarterback's throwing it. The running back's running it. The defense is playing good defense. They just seem unstoppable.
Harris back to return.
This one is taken by Harris. The defensive unit forced an interception the last time they were on the field. First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 32-yard line. First and 10.
What screen?
Stewart, the deep back. Great fake. Launching the pass deep down the right side. Porter is there for the tackle at the 34-yard line.
Jake Delhomme has come to be a pretty good quarterback in this league. He can make all the plays. He's a good leader, and there's just something about him.
Here we go. We like a pack of wolves.
The Saints come out in a 4-3.
Watch out. Danny.
On the call, Craig stops the play in the backfield. He starts out the wrong way and winds up losing yardage.
Yeah, they got good penetration on the line. Guys flying to the ball, getting to the ball carrier, making a heck of a defensive play.
Here we go. Hey, let's go.
Here comes the play. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Porter is there for the tackle. The rush was on, but it's a nice game thanks to a nice throw by Delhomme.
He read the blitz and he got rid of the ball very quickly. This is the kind of guy you love to have behind center. The kind of guy that won't get rattled when he feels a big rush coming.
Here we go, baby. Let's get some. Regular.
It's rid of it. And he ducks out of bounds at the 7-yard line. They convert to the first down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to get those couple of yards.
It's first and goal at the 7.
Hey, watch the screen. Check it.
They weren't able to get into the red zone once in the first half, but here they are in the third, inside the 20. Dropped in the end zone, so the offense still has possession.
And that's the last thing you want as a defender, to have the ball go right through your hands in the end zone.
Get some slack going.
Stewart lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Keep it up. You gotta have it, D. Deuce it. Quick shoot.
It's the toss to the left. This one is spotted at the 5. The tackle is his 5th of the game. Trying to run it in on second and goal. No dice. They need 5 yards for a touchdown.
5-yard line.
Here we go. It's showtime, baby.
Crosses it left. Touchdown. And it's not finished yet.
And here you have the offense hold everyone up, and you just scoot around the corner and score.
Casey comes in to attempt the point after.
The extra point attempt is good.
Scoring a touchdown not only puts points on the board, it sends a message to the other team that if you execute properly, they won't be able to stop you. And they say 90% of the game is half mental.
Thomas back to return.
Nice distance. From the 4-yard line.
You talk about protecting the ball and working the clock. All of those things come into play now as they try to put this game away.
The Saints will start the drive at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10.
Bush, the lone back.
Let's turn it up, D. Not today.
Hand it off. Shaw is there for the tackle.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
We've completed 3 quarters of play, and the score is 27-7. Saints.
27. Carolina 7.
Carolina needs to play a perfect 4th quarter if they're going to make a game here. Ball on their own 39.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Under 10, 10.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. Hands it off. Number 33 is there for the tackle at the 41. Bush battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Here are the numbers when it comes to 3rd down conversions.
You got to believe it. It's RJ. Here I come. Get it started.
With a counterplay. Harris comes up to make the play at the 43. They pick up 16 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
What screen?
Bush, the lone back.
So low. So low. Don't stop. Don't stop that motor. All on us, y'all. Let's go now. Ain't no thing. Play football.
Hands it off. Johnson is there for the tackle at the 39.
He's dominated out there in this one. He told me this week at practice that he was going to have a big game. And he's really shown us that big playability.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Hold the look.
Carolina using 3 linebackers.
Come on.
Hands it off to the back. Number 33 comes up to make the play at the 38. Bush takes it up the middle for a yard or 2. 3rd down, and the spot they'll have to reach for a first is the 33.
Hey, watch the screen. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Go. Hey, watch the ball.
Tucks it away. Drake is there for the tackle at the 38-yard line. Back to the ground game. They're going to try to move the ball by way of the run.
They're going to keep running the ball and pounding away at the defense. They'll keep the clock moving, and eventually the defense will be so tired they won't be able to stop anything. Give this defense a shot.
After the missed field goal, they're set to go on offense at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
One left.
Only one man in the backfield. Throwing. He can't stay inbounds.
They like to throw it to the sidelines in situations like that. The throw was just a little off.
Jarrett was the intended receiver on that play.
We like to pack the wolves. Plug in.
Delhomme scans the defense from the gun. Dropping back, gets the pass off, and the catch is made. Smith didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
3rd down. They have to get it to the 45-yard line.
Here we come.
Stewart, the lone back, going to the first on short yardage, and he hits his target. He just unloaded on it. So the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when the defense is sending extra rushes at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
Keep it up. Here I go.
New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Under pressure, throwing. He hits his receiver. The 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Great throw and then a fabulous run that goes the distance. Casey comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. The Panthers have just made it a 2-score game.
This team can put up some points, but this might be a little too deep a hole.
The onside kick is really their only option here as they look for a good bounce. Here's the onside kick. New Orleans recovers it. The Saints will start this drive from the 41.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Watch the play. Quick shoot.
The Panthers come out in a nickel package.
Yeah, you see it.
Looking for room. Johnson is there on the stop at the 37-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second and 7. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Be careful. No, one.
Only one man in the backfield.
Here we go. Let's go now. Everything you got.
And off to the tailback. Big pop that time. Bush battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard play. Two minutes to go.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Let's do our thing.
Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. They'll spot this one at the 23-yard line. He is showing no mercy. He's on anything that moves, and that takedown was his night. He flips and it backfires.
Yeah, that's a chance you take. You're hoping to get some penetration and get him in the backfield. But if you miss, there isn't a lot of help at the next level to keep him from picking up the first down.
Hand it off. Number 33 comes up to make the play. At the 17-yard line, Bush runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
So with the ball in the red zone, they have a very good chance of extending that lead.
Hey, watch that screen. Get some slot going.
Looking for room. Johnson is there on the stop at the 16. Bush takes it up the middle for a yard or two. It's third down now. To convert, they have to get it to the 13.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They've done very well on third down to this point.
Hey, let's go, 1D. Play football.
And the counter play. Johnson got very good penetration there.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Dramatica couldn't make a long field goal on his last try. Let's see how he does here. The kick sails through. It's good. The Saints now enjoy a 2-touchdown lead.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Harris back to return.
This one is fielded by Harris.
This is where all your guys on offense have to step up and make plays. Time's running out, and they're facing a pretty large deficit. So this is where you're going to have to try and execute and come up with a little luck, maybe.
It's first and 10.
It's on. Let's go, boys.
New Orleans comes out in a 4-3.
Careful.
Going to the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Midfield. Jonathan Goma stopped him for his third tackle so far. Looks like they'll go with a hurry up here.
Long ball. Let's go, dude. Hey.
Launches it deep to the left. What a catch. The 10. Gay is there for the tackle. At the 4. They're going to go with a no huddle.
So we're going to take it. Left out.
Hill stopped the clock with the spike. It's second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Whip.
Only one man back.
Hey, watch the screen.
Gets rid of it. Boy, touchdown. And it's not finished yet.
Touchdown.
Delivers it for 6 points.
Now this is where they've got that card down there that tells them when to go for 2. And I guess that's what it says right here.
Keep the throttle down.
Malone with a man in motion.
We turning it up. Hey, let's go.
Looking for the corner. The conversion is good. Carolina will try another onside kick here. They couldn't get possession on their last onside attempt. Onside kick. New Orleans recovers the onside kick.
They have the lead and the clock's running out. And they can string a few plays together here. They can put this one away.
Watch each other back. Let's go.
And there's the kneel down by the quarterback. The Panthers call a timeout. That's their last one.
Let's go. You gotta have it, D. Let's go, baby.
Still taking it. This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, Orleans 30, Carolina 22. This is Al Michaels and John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.
In 1993, the NFL announced that Charlotte would receive an NFL franchise. Bank of America Stadium, although not called that at the time, was completed for the start of the 1996 season. Temperatures are right around the freezing mark for tonight's game, so the fans are bundled up as the New Orleans Saints take on the Carolina Panthers. Well, get your bowl of popcorn, your favorite beverage, get settled in. We're just about ready for the opening kick. Baker has his team lined up for the kickoff
to start the game. Thomas back deep to return.
The kick is away. Fields it at the 7. They can't bring him down. Spins away. And we'll see how their offense has prepared for this matchup as they come onto the field for the first time. The Panthers go with a 4-man front. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. It's completed. Great pickup for the first down. That
The result of the play is a first down.
Ball on the 38-yard line. The Carolina Panthers line up with a nickelback. He looks to throw on first down. The pass is complete. So they get 2 first downs on their last 2 plays.
They're getting it done, seeing the whole field and taking advantage of what the defense is giving them right now.
They're within striking distance. The Panthers come out in a 4-3. First down, looking to throw. Under heavy pressure. Pass completed. Marshall brings him down at the 22. Good pocket presence shown as the quarterback was able to get rid of it just before the pressure got to him.
And that's an area where he excels. He works his way through his progressions quickly and doesn't hesitate when he sees a receiver break free in coverage.
One-man backfield. Drops back to pass. Makes the catch. There's some heat on that.
You know, sometimes the quarterback can make a wide receiver look good, and sometimes the receiver makes the quarterback look good. That time, that receiver made a brilliant catch.
They find themselves in the red zone for the first time today. Little handoff. They'll score. Touchdown. It didn't look like the defense was expecting any kind of run in that situation, and they scored easily.
Yeah, but Tom, this is the NFL. You have to be ready for any kind of situation. Believe me, down there, run or pass, clearly a viable option.
Hartley lining up for the point after. Hartley is good on the point after. New Orleans in control. New Orleans will be kicking off. Not a bad kick. Fields it at the 9.
It's still very early, but this is one of those spots you'd like to be able to respond and put the ball in the end zone.
Chris, these teams might have to contend with the weather a bit.
This type of weather usually favors the offense. That's because it's harder to cover routes by those receivers for these cornerbacks.
The Saints come out in a 4-3. Here's the halfback.
I know they didn't get much, but it's all about making the defense respect the fact that they are willing to run.
It's second down and 7 to go.
On the 30-yard line.
The New Orleans Saints line up in a 4-3. The halfback with the carry.
You have to keep the defense honest by mixing those runs and passes.
Third and 5.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Pro formation here. They give it to Fujita tackles him at the 32-yard line. He did what he could, but it still won't be enough for a first down. Baker is waiting for the snap. Bush is back awaiting the punt. Fields it at the 31. He finally goes down at the 49.
Get around the outside on this. Tell your blockers to maintain.
First and 10 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Gives it off.
No, Tom, didn't look like he hit the hole with very much conviction on that one.
Second and 9.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
The Carolina Panthers go with a 4-man front. Millard was unable to make the catch on that pass
Millard,
attempt.
the intended receiver, on the play.
Hey, what you got for me, baby? What you got?
They line up with split backs. Here's the halfback. They can't bring him down. Gamble drops in at the 31-yard line.
We got Nick. We got Nick.
The halfback with the carry. Setting up play action. Here's the deep throw. Touchdown Saints. Looks like the penalty is going to cost them. This one should be coming back.
Holding on the offense, number 77.
This one will be on the offense, and if there was ever a time you don't want a penalty, this is it.
Big passing down right here. This is what it's all
First
about.
and long. Ball on the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Hey! Nickel defense. He looks to throw on first down. All kinds of pressure. He goes for it all. Touchdown Saints.
Touchdown
Outstanding play
Saints.
to the wide receiver as he took it the distance.
Just a great route that time. No way that he wasn't going to catch that football and score with that one. That was beautiful.
Hartley lining up for the point after. Point after is good. They're starting to build a big lead early in this ballgame.
Yeah, and this defense better figure out something to do pretty quickly or this one's going to get away.
New Orleans gets ready to kick it away.
Harris back to return.
He kicks it off. Fields it at the 7. They forced a 3 and out on the offense's last possession.
This defense looks good.
Carolina will start the drive at the 28-yard line. First and 10.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Tosses left.
Just keep hanging with that run. You know sooner or later the defense is going to make a mistake and allow a big one to break into the end zone.
28-yard line.
The New Orleans Saints bring in the nickel package. Defense closing in. The rush gets there, and he goes down. They really are going to have to find a way to slow down the blitz.
I always thought it was so difficult to block linebacker blitzes because more often than not, it's a tight end or a back who has to try and step up and take on these great, athletic, big pass-rushing guys.
McCown sends one of his guys in motion. Back to pass. He's under pressure. It's tipped away.
He worked so hard to get open on the play, did everything right, and then the easy part was making the catch, and he just couldn't come up with it.
He heads out again. This will be his second punt. Takes it at the 33. And they finally bring him down at the 46.
Gain of 12 yards. The
First and
Saints
10.
will start the drive at the 46-yard line. First and 10.
The Carolina Panthers line up in a 4-3. He looks to throw on first down. On the run, he throws it. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that's something receivers work on all the time, dragging that back toe, just unable to do it that time.
Bush is the single setback. A little misdirection. He's brought down at midfield.
This is a spot when you want to show the defense they have to respect your running game.
Third on the 50. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Look that run! Look that run!
Breeze lines up with a split backfield. They give it to the fullback. Pretty conservative call for that situation.
1-yard gain on the play.
Number 4 awaits the snap. Robinson is back deep to return. Back to kick it. Here's the... No, they fake it. I don't think anybody on the return team knew where the ball went.
Talk about a gutsy call. I never saw that one coming, and I don't think the defense did either.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Breeze lines up with a split backfield. Fullback handoff.
Nice job of gap control defense there. Really no place to run.
Don't let those guys intimidate you. Get out there and run it down their throat.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 14-0. Saints.
14, the Panthers, nothing. The teams are ready for the second quarter.
Get the offensive line to maintain their blocks.
In field goal range now. The Panthers line up in a 4-3.
Red, 16.
Back to throw. Incomplete pass. Let's head down to the field for the call.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 20, first down.
And they say the defender made contact with the receiver too early.
But the defender can't go through the offensive player on the way to the ball, and that's what happened there.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. The halfback with the carry. Bush gains 7 yards on that play.
7-yard gain on the play.
3 yards for the score now.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
They come out with split backs. Here's the halfback.
I know it takes patience, but you have to keep running the football to defense. Sooner or later, they'll be able to break one for a big game.
The defense is backed up against their own end zone here.
Hold it, baby. Hold it. Set. Look at this play.
And he scores. What a play. And that was a great run for 6. Hartley lining up for the point after. Hartley adds the extra point. New Orleans will be kicking off.
Harris back deep to return.
It's a high, short kick. Takes it at the 21. Still on his feet. That return will set the offense up nicely.
Williams.
Here's a good defense for this situation.
First
Ball on
and
the
10.
50.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The New Orleans Saints come out in a 4-3. Gain of 4.
Williams with the carry.
This defense might work.
On the play. Second
They
and
line up
7.
at the 50.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
The Saints line up with a quarter defense. There are 7 defensive backs on the field.
And that was a relatively easy interception that he let go in and out of his hands there.
A smart coach would call this one.
Third and 7. Ball on the 49-yard line.
They come out in a nickel. And the snap goes right to the left. Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call.
Holding on the offense. Number 67, fourth down.
Three and out.
3 and out, and the defense wins. That's the bottom line. That's an embarrassing spot for an offense to be in. And so many times we see the momentum shift coming out of those 3 and out situations.
And it will go out of bounds. First down now and 10 to go.
28-yard line.
The Panthers bring in the nickel package. The halfback with the carry. On play action. He's laying it out there. He brings it in. The 20.
Sometimes I think because Drew Brees isn't a very big guy, people tend to think he doesn't have great arm strength. But when I go back and put on the tape, there's no question that when he has to make a throw, when he has to make that deep comeback kind of a throw, he has plenty of arm strength to do anything, and he's a big play guy. You always see him creating big play opportunities for his receivers.
First down, looking to throw. Incomplete pass. Holston wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Single set backfield. Drops back. Rockets it out. Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Saints.
Drew Brees is one of those quarterbacks that loves looking for the big play. He is more patient than most in trying to keep his focus down the field. He wants to hit you for a big play before he comes back to that dump off. And you can see in big game situations, that usually generates some exciting touchdown plays just like that one.
Hartley adds the extra point. New Orleans gets ready to kick it away.
Harris back deep to return.
He lofts it high in the air. Takes it at the 16. Their last drive ended with a 3 and out.
Harris on the return.
Give this one a try.
The
First and
Panthers
10.
will start the drive at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10.
They line up in the shotgun. He looks to throw on first down. Hits him square in the hands, but he fails to bring it in.
Moore, the intended receiver, on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
McCown will line up with the shotgun formation. Back to pass. Pass completed at the 50. What an open field tackle by Davis. Gain of 30 on the play. First down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
One-man backfield. King in motion. Drops back on first down. They get another first down here.
Well, they're not really doing anything fancy. This is just good old-fashioned drop back, find the open zone, and work it in there.
They're in field goal range.
8-yard line.
The New Orleans Saints line up in a 4-3. And that was a great job to get to him for the sack.
Man, I'm really impressed by that guy out there. You know, you try to single block him, you can't. You try and double team him, you still can't block him. There are some guys in the league that are just too good.
The Saints go with a 4-man front. They need to find a better way to protect him out there.
I really don't know what you do as an offense at this point, because if it's one guy struggling or one guy winning the battle, you can help one side or another. But when your entire offensive line is getting beat on a consistent basis, what do you do?
A smart coach would call this play.
They have to reach the 18 to pick up a fresh set of downs.
37-yard line.
Turnover, baby. Solid 29.
They'll go from the shotgun. He drops back to pass. It's completed. They'll come up way short on third down.
9-yard gain on the play.
This will be about a 43-yarder.
45-yard field goal attempt. The kick is no good left.
Watch that game clock. You need to keep it stopped as much as possible.
10.
After the missed field goal, they're set to go on offense. That's a 35. The Carolina Panthers bring in the nickel package. Drops back on first down. He throws on the run. Pass completed. He threw a bullet in there.
You're going to have to put a little asbestos on the gloves of these receivers. That baby came in there smoking.
Ball on the 50.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Ace backfield this time. A little misdirection. They can't bring him down. What a spin. Beeson tackles him at the 43-yard line.
They just have to keep pounding it at them. Just keep that defense tired on its heels, and the big gains will come later in the second half.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Here's a counter play. At the 30, knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line. They got burned on the blitz that time.
Yeah, I understand that you have to mix it up defensively, but if you're going to take that kind of chance and bring that kind of pressure, you are clearly vulnerable to a big play just like that.
A little misdirection. And he will lose yardage on the play. And that looked like the exact same play they just ran. It's second down and a long ways to go.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Single set backfield. Back to throw. Defender tips it away. Moore was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete.
Big passing down right here. This is what it's all about.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
From the gun. Drops back. Throws on the run. He's got it. Carolina will take a timeout. They were able to complete the reception late.
7-yard gain on the play.
This is kicking team is on the field.
6-yard gain.
It's
field goal attempt is good.
Hartley places the ball on the tee and will get ready to kick this one off.
To return.
It's a line drive kick. Fields it at the 11. Stays on his feet. The offense takes the field, and they have to be a little frustrated that they couldn't get the ball through the upright. First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
One-man backfield. They'll throw on first down under heavy pressure. And it's incomplete. And this should be the last play of the half.
On the 30-yard line.
New Orleans might have some difficulty covering all 5 receivers with a base 4-3 defense. And this should be the last play of the half.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Let's go. New Orleans doesn't appear to have enough speed on the field to match up against these 5 wideouts. Back to pass. All kinds of pressure. Defender tips it away. Still a half to play, but they really have taken control of this. Our score, the New Orleans Saints 31, the Panthers nothing.
We're ready to begin the
Carolina will get it first here in the second half. Very low kick here. Fields it at the 17. They'll start this drive at the 30.
Here's a good defense for this situation.
Ball on their own 30. Start the drive at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
From the gun, he looks to throw on first down. Going for it all. And it's tipped away. They can't complete the pass. Now the offense will be looking at second down.
This defense looks good.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Hey, throw the flat, all right? Throw the flat.
The Saints bring in their quarter defensive package. Back to throw. Incomplete pass. That pass was simply uncatchable.
Intended receiver on the play.
Give this one a shot.
Third and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Nothing deep. Watch the throw on the screen. Let's get
From the gun, drops back. Greer has the pick. The 40 gets a loose ball. He scoops it up. That was a fortunate bounce for the offense. After the interception, they'll set up shop at the 35.
First and 10.
The Saints come out in a 4-3. Fullback handoff. He fumbles it. He picks it up.
One thing for sure, the ball's not going to stay free on that field for very long. Defensively, they were all over that one.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
One-man backfield. He looks to throw on first down. The quarterback gets into the open field. Steps out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Made the play with his feet rather than his arm there.
And defensive coordinators hate running quarterbacks. They really do. Because it's one more spot on the field that against some quarterbacks you don't have to defend.
They'll go from the shotgun. The halfback with the kick. And that run will get them the first down. Nice job.
Use some motion to throw off the defense. Don't let them get too comfortable.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
The Panthers go with a four-man front. On the ground with a tailback. And he will lose yardage on the play. A great defensive effort there. No one picked up the linebacker, and it cost them.
Be aware of the defensive set. You've got to take what they're giving them.
Second and long situation coming up here. They'll work from the shotgun. Defense closing in. Breeze did a great job breaking through and getting there for the sack.
You got a ways to go for the first down. So you're going to need a little time back there in that pocket.
32-yard line.
Not across our middle.
Out of the shotgun. Drops back. Beeson has the pick. Let's head down to the field for the call.
And you try to keep your offense on schedule. Anytime you take a penalty, it it's just so much harder to pick up a first down.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Posse in the game.
One-man backfield. They give it to the tailback.
Well, they might not be breaking off any big gains, but you can see those offensive linemen still working hard down there.
Second and 7 coming up here. The New Orleans Saints come out in a 4-3. Drops back to pass.
What a catch!
Not sure what the call is. Let's see what
Personal
the flag is
foul,
all about.
face mask on the defense. Number 42, automatic.
And the defense
first
gives
down.
up some free yards to the offense.
I always thought a defensive penalty was so much more deflating than an offensive penalty because on offense you have a chance to make up for it. On defense, a lot of times it's big yardage and automatic first downs.
The Saints go with a 4-man front. It's a direct snap. He's under pressure. Throw on the run. Incomplete pass. And that one will draw the flag.
Pass
Here's the referee's
interference
call on the
on the
play.
defense. First down.
This one goes against the defender.
Yeah, and I can't really blame the defender in that situation. He's trying to go for the ball. The offensive guy makes a little move for the ball. He ends up running through him. It just happens sometimes.
Expect the defense to turn it up a notch here in the red zone. Goes for the end zone. David has the pitch. So he went up high for that one and was able to come down with it.
What an athlete that guy is. I'm telling you, he plays vertically. He gets up above people and made a great interception on that one.
So they're ready to go on offense after the interception. They'll start at the 20-yard line. The Carolina Panthers line up in a 4-3. Drops back on first down. Going for it all. Completed at the 50. Another positive gain through the air.
And having success early in the game like this frees up your running game because the defenses have to keep defensive backs in coverage. So now there's more space for that running attack.
The Panthers go with a 4-man front. First down, looking to throw. Here's the deep throw. Godfrey gets the pitch. And this one will be taken all the way back. He can't be tackled. He dives for the end zone. Touchdown.
Holding on the defense. Number 31.
All that work, and it's not going to count for 6.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
Ball on their own 24.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
The Saints come out in a 4-3. Little handoff. Nice play fake. Under heavy pressure. Brings it in. And I have a feeling this one's coming back.
Holding on the offense. Number 79.
And I really didn't see the hold there.
Honestly, Tom, there is holding on every single play. I mean, the rule changes now allow for the guys to grab, but you have to keep inside the framework of the defensive player. As long as you do that, it typically doesn't get called. It did there.
King goes in motion. He looks to throw on first down. Oh, and he dropped it. Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and long. Ball on the 16-yard line.
The New Orleans Saints line up in a 4-3. Defender tips it away.
Yeah, sometimes those tip balls end up being tipped up in the air, and that's what defenses really feed on, those tip drills.
16-yard line.
Watch the throw on the screen.
The offense lining up, hoping to convert on third again, their 4th attempt of the drive. He drops back. All kinds of pressure. and he can't make the catch.
You can see the receiver making a late adjustment on the ball. He's in perfect position and just dropped it.
So the offense will probably head off the field after failing to... Calls for the fair catch. Hate to say it, but this one looks like it's coming back.
Holding on the receiving team, number 37.
And I know this is a game of emotion, and if you're not emotional on the football field, you're going to get beat anyway, but you can't let your emotions get away from
the 27-yard line.
The Panthers go with a four-man front. Drops back on first down. And the bomb is away. Almost picked. And the quarterback dodges a bullet on that.
You just never seem to even recognize the coverage on that play. Took a chance and laid it up there. Luckily for him, that defensive back's hands aren't very good.
The Carolina Panthers come out in a 4-3. A little misdirection. Still pushing. Spins away. The 40. The 40. The 30. He's got space to run. The 10. Dives, and he's in. Touchdown. Not much chance of keeping them out on that touchdown, Chris.
The defense is starting to look a little tired, aren't they? I don't know exactly what happened there, but typically defensively, if you're going to start making plays in this league, you better be flying around, and that was a little lethargic.
Hartley lining up for the point after. Extra point is good. New Orleans will be kicking off.
For the kickoff. Harris back deep to return.
He line drives it. Takes it at the 14. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. First down to draw and 10 to go.
29-yard line. First and 10.
They line up in the shotgun. Drops back on first down. Tipped pass. Davis had the coverage on the play.
Muhammad, the intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
The defense is in the nickel. Drops back to pass. Pass is complete. He's tackled at the 33-yard line. Jarrett picks up about 4 yards with the catch. Third down, they need 6 for a first.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
They come out with an empty backfield. Back to throw. Looks left. Heaves it deep. Drops the easy pick. The defender got there in time to break that play up. Pushed back deep to return. Signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 17-yard line.
They'll start the drive and 10 to go.
17-yard line. First and 10.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. They'll give it off here.
The defense held their position and didn't let him get away on that one.
Second and 6.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
The Carolina Panthers go with a 4-man front. They hand it off. Huge hit. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 5 coming up.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. A little misdirection. And that was a nice job to pick up the first down.
You know, one of the dangers of blitzing is that if you can break that first line of the defense, now you just don't have the pursuit in behind it to stop the run.
And that's the end of the third quarter. The New Orleans Saints 38, the Panthers nothing.
The Panthers, nothing.
The New Orleans Saints have this game completely under control as they start this final quarter with a huge lead and the ball.
First and
10.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
The Panthers go with a 4-man front. They'll give it off here. Thomas gets 3 yards on the carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 7 coming up here.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Ace backfield this time. Gets it on. He's used his blockers very well this game. How can you not be a fan of this guy? 3rd down and short situation here.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Give it all you got. Woo!
That brings up another 3rd down attempt. Hand off to the fullback. That'll keep the chains moving.
3rd down conversion is always so important in a football game, but when you can convert on 3rd down on the ground, it just is a little bit extra special.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
They come out with split backs. Fullback handoff. And a pickup of about 2.
Gain of 2 on the play.
From their own 46-yard line.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Let's go, Cabo. Come on, let's go.
Breeze lines up with a split backfield. On the ground with a tailback. Drops it. The Panthers recovered it. And that's still going to give them a chance.
By the defense. New Orleans is challenging the fumble.
A fumble on the play has
A
been
close call
challenged.
there. Was it a fumble?
I don't know why you keep asking me. You know every time it goes to replay, I'm basically wrong. So I'm not going to guess anymore. I'm just going to wait and listen with everybody else.
There was a fumble on the play.
And so after they look it over, the ruling will remain the same. First down now and 10 to go.
44-yard line.
Watch it back, baby. Watch it back.
The New Orleans Saints come out in a 4-3. They give it to the tailback.
Hey, watch the screen, baby. Watch the screen.
First down, looking to throw. He couldn't hang on to it. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass.
Intended receiver on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Pass is complete. Gain of 9 on the play.
9-yard gain
This
on the
defense
play.
might work.
3rd
They're in
and
field
1.
goal range.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Get him stopped. Come on. Get him stopped.
So 3rd down once again as the offense lines up. Defense closing in. What a move. Pass completed. And that flag was thrown in the area of holding.
Holding on the offense. Number 70.
That seemed like the right call there.
Yeah, sometimes you have holding and sometimes you have tackling. That looked more like a tackle.
They dig themselves into a big hole with the penalty as they face a 3rd and long situation. Well, a familiar situation for this offense as they will attempt to convert yet another 3rd down. It's completed. The 20, the 10, touchdown Panthers.
Set.
Up and good. New Orleans up by a bunch. Baker wants to get a good bounce here to give his team a chance to recover. Here's the onside kick. Takes it at the 45. They'll start this drive at the 41. First and 10.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Nickel.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Here's a counter play. Godfrey drops him at the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Bush picks up about 7 yards there after getting the ball on the misdirection. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Solo.
The Carolina Panthers come out in a 4-3. A little misdirection. That was an excellent run there to pick up the first.
Yes, sir. He really found a nice hole, was able to exploit it for a good gain. They're going to have to do a better job getting in those running lanes if they're going to stop him consistently.
The Panthers go with a 4-man front. Here's a counter play. That was a good effort by the back to pick up the first.
And as a play caller, when you see a successful running play like that, it makes you a little more confident to call it the next time.
We have 2 minutes left to play in this game.
Dime.
The Carolina Panthers line up in a 4-3. On the ground with the tailback. And that should be offsides on the defense.
Offside on the defense. Number 53, touchdown.
Hartley lining up for the point after. Point after is good. The Saints up big.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Harris back to return.
He kicks it off. Fields it at the 11. Still working. Stiff arms the defender.
All right, no time to fool around now. You have to get the ball.
The Panthers will start the drive at the 39-yard line. First and 10.
Williams is the single setback. Harper gets the pick. And this one looks like it's going to come back.
Holding on the offense. Number 79, first down.
First down now and 10 to go.
14-yard line.
Posse! Posse!
Bush lines up as the single back. A little misdirection. 3-yard gain by the halfback on the counter.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
The Carolina Panthers come out in a 4-3. Here's a counter play. Tackle at the 18. He stopped him there, and unofficially I have him down for 6 tackles so far. Gain of about a yard. Ball on their own 18.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Set!
On the ground with a tailback. What a hit. I don't think he even saw that guy. And it looks like he's going to be short on this one.
Well, as an offense, the last thing in the world you wanted here was to have to punt the football away. But here, clearly, they're going to have to. And now it's going to be up to the defense to try and win this one.
Got to push the power back, fellas. Got to push him back. Screen down, screen down, screen down. Watch the wind, watch the wind, watch the
A
wind.
little misdirection. Diggs gets his hands on him and drags him down for a loss.
Not really sure about that call. I know the coaches in this league are getting a lot more aggressive, going for it on fourth down.
They'll start the drive at the
Why
19-yard
the offense out there
First
that
and
time.
10.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. In and out of his hand.
The pass
Well,
ball
if the wide receiver is not kicking himself, the quarterback or the head coach might be. That was an easy one.
Second and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
McCown lines up in the shotgun. Back to throw. It's completed. Touchdown, Panthers. Looked to me that the defense just forgot about him on that play.
Well, this team has no quit in them. There's no question about that. And if they can make one more stop or recover an onside kick, they're right back in it.
Casey lining up for the point after. Extra point is good. New Orleans is winning big. Baker lines up to kick this one away.
Thomas back to return.
Not a bad kick. Fields it at the 7. They'll take over at the 26.
Thomas on the return.
Set!
And they will kneel down to try to run out the clock. That'll do it for us. Our final in this one is the New Orleans Saints 45, the Carolina Panthers 14. So from myself and Chris Collinsworth, we'd like to thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.